Hi, I'm Matt Williams with Camera Ambassador here for day 2 of the review of NAB Show 2017. Now, the first thing we're going to start off looking at is going to be Arri's WCU-4. This is their handheld follow focus remote that is really, there are a couple companies that are coming out with good versions of these now, but this is really, it's Arri, right? So it's very top of the line. So if you look at this video here, I'm actually in front of the WCU-4 right now, and it's controlling the camera that's sitting right behind me that you don't see. I'm able to control the focus, I'm able to control the iris, and I'm able to control the zoom. So there are a lot of controls that I have here that I'm able to operate on and be able to take care of and make sure that one person, the AC, is able to cover all of the needs of what's going on with the camera, aside from movement. It's the only thing we have left, really, and if you were to drop this thing on an octocopter or even on a Movi or something like that, you would still have the ability to be able to control that movement from whatever rig you have set up. So right now we have the ability to control everything on the camera wirelessly, which is pretty incredible. So what are some special features of the WCU-4 that make it, special, that make it kind of better than anybody else's versions of their handheld follow focuses that are coming out? Well, one of the things that I've run into a problem with before is you're shooting a scene and you're in a place as an AC and you don't really have a work light to be able to use, and you're just trying to see and you're looking at this and you're not able to see your focus marks exactly perfectly. Well, they've come up with two solutions for this. First one is very simple and elegant, I think, and it's just that you have a backlight on your follow focus, so you're able to see exactly where all of your focus marks are at, and you don't have any trouble with that. The second way is really interesting. So what'll happen is you'll set your focus marks, and then after you're done setting your focus marks, you'll turn this vibration system on. And what you'll be able to do with that is when you hit that focus mark, you're going to be able to feel a vibration. So you can be looking at the screen, focusing on all the action going on right in front of you as you're going and you're turning, and then you feel that vibrate. Okay, that's the end, that's my focus mark, or that's 1, that's 2. And then you can be able to know exactly where your focus marks are at without even looking at your unit, which is pretty incredible. So now we have that. So we don't have to have the confusion of looking down and up and down, and that's right? We did measure that out, right? And that to me is very cool. The other thing that's very cool as well is that we're actually able to transfer files from the WCU-4 to the camera. And this is done wirelessly as well. And what we're able to do is be able to say, okay, this is what lens we have on here, this is what focal length we're at, this is the iris, that all the metadata from the lens we're able to transfer from the WCU-4 to the camera, so it automatically has everything in it, which is very exciting. This entire product is very cool, mostly for the bigger budget filmmakers and everything. It's a very expensive unit, but what it allows you to be able to do is to be able to make sure that you're saving time. And on set, as we all know, time really is money. So when we're looking at something like the WCU-4, we're keeping in mind that this is something for a bigger budget production that is going to be able, or unless you're renting out, this is for a bigger budget production, and it's something that we're going to be able to use in order to be able to save time on a bigger set, save confusion in the edit bay. It's going to save a lot of time, and by the way, the ergonomics on this thing are fantastic as well. The hand grip that comes around on the back is really great. In regards to the other follow focuses, the C-Motion's Cvolution was an incredible piece of technology. You're actually able to select the intensity at which you want the friction of the follow focus to be able to go, so it's easier to be able to follow your subject on shorter throws, which is always fantastic at lower f-stops or t-stops. And then another one we had is from Tilta, and we're actually going to go into that in another video because they have a whole new set of hand grips that they came out with as well that are just seem phenomenal, and they're going to be released quite soon. So very excited about those as well. One of the things about the C-Volution that was fantastic was also that it did have a slider for your iris, and it did have the focus wheel for pulling focus. The other thing it had as well was a joystick that you could change the intensity of to be able to make sure that you were able to move in, zoom in, and zoom out with the exact intensity that you were looking for. Now, all of these were connected to motors, and they had different torques and different speeds, and you can really customize exactly what you want. For instance, you're going to want a higher torque lens if you're working with an older anamorphic, and you're going to want a higher speed lens for pulling focus for something that's more action-based or something like that. Everything about the motors is really its own animal, honestly, and it does work in conjunction with these wireless follow focus remotes we're talking about. However, it doesn't mean that they're fully connected as far as saying, well, if we're going to have wireless follow focus, then we need to make sure we have this and this motor. I mean, everything can be customized from the motor box that would live on your camera build system to the other motor setups that you have going on your camera. Now, one thing that was really great from the C-Volution as well was also the fact that you can connect up to 3 different follow focuses to 5 different gears. Now, there are very few times when you're going to need to have 5 different gears. Usually it's just 1, sometimes it's 2, and rarely it's 3, but maybe for you it's the opposite. So that's definitely something to keep in mind too, that you can have the ability from the Arri WCU-4 to be able to control 3 motors, but you have the ability to control 5 from the C-Volution. Like I said, not very common that you're going to need 5 motors, but if you do, that will have you covered. We did have the opportunity to interview one of the reps from Arri, which, just like their customer service, was incredibly eye-opening and very helpful, and nothing to complain about whatsoever, except for receiving a mass amount of information that nearly broke my brain. So here's our interview with Mike from Arri.
Camera, which we have here, is on an octocopter. So, tradition in the past, you would have to take the SD card out and then do this little SD card to USB dance with a file structure, and then upload it into a Mini, which was kind of cumbersome. So we fixed that, and this is a big improvement and very important for all users. So I'll show you on the menu. So you go down to lens data, and it's lens file transfer. So in my LDA, the first cool thing is all the folder structures here. It's organized according to manufacturer, which is very important for everybody. So
you have everybody in there. You have Hawk, you have Cook, and I mean all the anamorphics and everything. It looks like Panavision, very nice.
Yeah, we don't want to leave anybody out. Our clients use all these. So I'll choose Arri here, and in the Arri, my LDA, Arri, and we have it also subfolders organized to types of lenses we have: Allura, Master, Anamorphic, Master Prime, Ultra Prime. So we have an Ultra Prime up there, and it's a 32, and with Zeiss Ultra Primes, each focus barrel has a code on it, and that's what these are: TU, U, UV, so forth. So that makes it more accurate. So say we'll choose a 21, select that, I hit send, it sends it automatically to the camera. So it's easy as that. And then
so we have wireless file transfer from what will end up being the AC right to the camera, and that's pretty incredible. Is there anything? I've noticed a side bracket here. Is this new at all? Is there an update here with this at all? With being able to scroll? I mean, it seems like it's very intuitive to be able to move straight through all the menus and everything.
Yes. What do you mean side bracket? This?
Yeah, that
yeah, this is our zoom stick.
Okay.
So it allows you to navigate up and down, and then this user button on top allows you to select. So this is, I feel, the quickest way of doing it. Otherwise, you can hit the soft keys.
Right. And then ergonomically on the back, we also have the finger for the grip on the back as well, which is great to be able to reach and be able to hold on to that. I love that. When I grabbed into it yesterday, it just felt really good. It felt rock steady in my hand.
Yeah, it's very comfortable and well balanced.
Yeah. Very cool.
So once you send the file up, the last thing to do is choose the appropriate pre-marked ring. And so we're using a 3.5, and I'll choose that, and all the marks will line up accordingly.
Very nice. Oh my God. Okay.
So it's that simple. So that's a big quantum leap as far as userability with this and ease. So we want to make it very easy and efficient for people on set. That's the most important for our customers. So the second biggest feature is playback using the handset of the WCU. And I'll show you how to do that. So when you have the Alexa remote license installed, we've added the ability for you to see all the clips that were recorded on the card of the camera at the time, and you can scroll through and review whatever clip you want. So just choose this random one, select it, play it, and if I want to fast forward and scroll through it, I can 2 times, 4 times, or maybe 8 times get to the point where you want to view, and then hit play. So
yeah, it looks like you get all your metadata there and everything. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Well, the first time shown at NAB are the Master Grips. It's a very new, exciting, innovative product, and it's basically 2 hand grips. One has a zoom rocker, and the other is a wheel that you use to turn either focus or iris or zoom with your thumb. It's a touch screen. These are all the options available. So EVF waveform, we'll do that as an example. So you might want to toggle that on and off while you're shooting. So
very cool.
It's great, easy to use, very intuitive, lightweight, nice ergonomic design, and even paid attention to the details and cleaning up the cables with these little cable clips so they pop on and off. Yeah, make things neat and organized. And you got to promote this. This is cool. So I won a little award for it, which we're very proud of. So thank you to Studio Daily.
Very nice. Yeah, this is going to make a lot of people's lives very much so easier. I mean, the operators are going to be able to no longer have cables and everything hanging around in their face, and I mean, this system for mounting everything is very slick. I mean, and even the look of the ergonomics is very helpful.
Yeah, so there are a few more things I'd love to point out, because this is a very versatile system. We're showing it on the Mira with an EF mount, and we're able to control, let's see if it's working here, focus and iris on this EF lens. So it's a very light way of working. It also works on the Mini as well. Second is, say you're using a Cabrio or 17-120 Canon. Okay. You can plug that into the Hiroshi on the PL mount of the Amira, and you'll be able to control the motors on the servo. So that's a second option. And then the last option is working with our motors, our CLM or C-Force motors, on any of our cameras to control any cine lens. So we have all sorts of options available.
Very nice.
These work with all our cameras, Alexa SXT, Alexa Mini, and Amira. But we also have a little brake converter box. It's called the LQ, we call it, the Cube 1 and Cube 2. The Cube 1 allows you to kind of allows the master grips to interface with other cameras. Right now we have the option to work with the red weapon, and using the soft keys that are in that camera, you can program the parameters that the master grips can control using the red. So with the appropriate cable and the Cube 1, you can do that, and the Cube 2 allows you to use those third-party cameras and use ENG lenses with the servo. So the Cube 2 has the Hero C connection.
Thanks for checking out the WCU-4. This is Matt Williams, and I'm with Camera Ambassador. See ya.